Hello. Alright, we ain't got a lot of time for the starting stream business, so get out of here. Kablam. Hello! How about doodlers? Look, I'm an anime lady. Hello. What's up, Master? Always so fast, Master. Can rely on you. The second I click stream, I know Master's gonna be there for me. So I got somebody to talk to when I first start. And Tangerine's here too. I see you, Tangerine. Hold on, let me get that chat pulled back up. There we go. What's up? How my doodlers today? All right. Let's go ahead and jump into it. You got a warm up doodle for me? Well, I guess I'll show you when they're. Well, no, you know what? You guys are here early. You get special treatment. Okay, let me get this out of the way here. It's not that exciting. Don't freak out. But look, I got a chair. Look, I got a chair. Our old chair just couldn't make it anymore. It was done. So now we got a nice chair. And look, I can spin around. Look. I mean, I think they can all, you can spin around on all of them. But this one's really good at it because it's not ancient. Hold on. This little pillow right here, it does a massage thing. So it's got a cable. I can't spin with it. You guys get the special treatment spinning content. Okay, look, here we go. Look. Dang it. I thought I scooted back enough. This is the type of content you get, baby. Just for you guys. Alright, get that out of here. We'll try that again later. You didn't see that, right? Just trying to show off my chair. Alright, let's go ahead and go live on TikTok. We're gonna do it today. We got the old-fashioned phone business, and we're gonna do it. A crab with a frog hat. Softy spin. It was not such a good spin. We'll try it again. We'll try it again. Why does the YouTube chat keep popping away? Get back here. You guys are pumped for my chair. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tangerine. Thank you for the hype. I'm excited about it. It took like 3 hours to assemble, but you know, it's definitely better, and it's got like a different fabric, so hopefully the cats won't be able to destroy it as utterly and completely as they did the last two. So, all right, so we got a crab with a frog hat. Okay, I see you. But first, TikTok. Let's do it, baby. TikTok. Ugh. I still use it every day, but ugh. So salty at it. Get that cat here out of here. Alright. I'll probably go back to the software for the TikTok stream. I don't think it matters either way. TikTok just doesn't like giving anybody new viewers anymore, so I don't think it matters. Might as well make it look nicer, right? Alright, let me let this Discord doodles know. There we go, we did it, boom. Alright, my goal is to get through 2 doodle requests today. You guys think I can do it? You believe in me? Have you notified the Sea Master? You and I are in sync. If I had forgotten, you would have got me. Alright, where could we do this? This one's a trip. Who is this one for? I haven't been writing the names. Oh my god, I'm so out of practice. This one was for Panda. Help me out. This one was for Lost Puppy. And I can't remember who this one was for. I remember the character was from Stardew, but I can't remember who requested it. Help. You believe in me? Thank you. Calm. What if the crab with the frog hat was on top of a larger frog? Alistair, what's up, Alistair? Panda, look, I'm back on TikTok. Silly Butter, what's up, Silly Butter? Gummy, my doodlers joined me on TikTok today. I got all the places going again. We're gonna do a crab with a frog hat on a frog. just a crab with the frog hat. I'll do a crab with the frog hat, but I might sneak in another little frog there just for Tangerine. Where's Luna? You mean the drawing we did for Luna? This one's the sibling of Luna, right? Alright, crab. Oof, what does a crab look like? I know a cartoony crab is like this. Alright. Did you know crabs are like spiders? Like they're related to spiders? Doesn't that make them like infinitely more horrifying? They're like in the same, or they were at some point. They're like related to spiders, and you can totally see it, but it makes them like so much less likable. Instead of having those normal black pupils, it has frog as the pupils. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what crab pupils look like, but we can give it frog pupils. How we used to, because it feels a lot of the doodlers were left out. Well, that's the thing, Alistair. I physically cannot get through all the doodles we have lined up. Like, I can't do it. It would take legitimately like 5 hours. We have so many doodles. But we're going to get back to them when we get a chance. This is just the best way I can afford to keep up right now. Actually got a Pac-Man frog. What do you mean a Pac-Man frog? What's a Pac-Man frog? Got some good news. I ended up buying a Tesla. Ooh, how do you like it so far? Did you get the autopilot stuff? The Stardew character was a warm-up. Oh, it's a warm-up. All right, perfect. There we go. Thank you. Maybe we'll keep the warm-ups up here. Keep it a little organized since I don't need the entire canvas. All right, let me just look up what a crab looks like real quick. How do I sound, by the way? Do I sound okay? I'm still using that other mic, so it's different. Oh, I do not miss not being able to see what I'm typing when I type it. Just trying to type in crab. Okay, there we go. Okay, alright. So they got like the little eyeballs that come out of their head. Okay, alright, I see you. You know, is Sebastian from The Little Mermaid a crab? He's a crab, right? He's a really weird looking crab if that's the case. You ever just like look at him? He doesn't look anything like these other crabs. They wild out when they designed him. What's up, Tez? How's it going? Model 3 Performance have subscribed to FSD yet, but will soon. How much is it now? Do you know? Because I heard it keeps going. I mean, you don't have to say, but I heard it keeps going up. Kaboom! What's up, Kaboom? Are you still doing the commission thing? I sure am. I'm doing doodle requests on stream, and I am frantically trying to get done commissions every other waking second. So yeah, we're doing the doodles now that I can again. All right, I'm gonna try to make it cute. And you got like little horrifying spider legs because apparently they're related to spiders. Do they have the same amount of legs as spiders? Did you know that the roly-poly things, you know what I'm talking about? I think some places call them something else, but like they're these little dudes that like roll up and they got like the shells or whatever. These little fellas, and then they walk around with their little legs. They're technically crustaceans. Isn't that they're not bugs, they're crustaceans. Why ain't they in the ocean if they a crustacean? I didn't know crustaceans could live on land like that. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I think I saw that on Bob's Burgers, and it blew my mind, and I'm not over it yet. Okay, he's got his beefy legs. I have to think about where I'm centering the stream again now that I'm using the phone. I'm probably just going to go back to the software after this stream. A wasp is on my ceiling. That's a terrible way to wake up. 99. Oh, you can do... Oh, the subscription. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. When we got the car, we bought it outright. Subscription. So I guess that would be good if you like you don't really use it and you want to cancel it, so you don't have to keep paying. But I heard like if you just want to buy it outright, the price of that keeps going up and up and up. Like originally it was like $3,000, and like last I heard it was like 10,000. So, but you keep it forever. And when it came out, you could buy it for like 3,000, but you didn't technically get it yet. Like they were like, when we finish it, we'll give it to you. But I guess that's why it was cheaper. I don't know. But you liking it? Is it cool? What's the performance? What's the difference between the performance and the standard? I don't think I know the difference. I have like the most basic version of the Tesla. Just like the basic Model 3. Not like crazy anything else. Just that and the self-driving stuff. That's pretty much all I got. Do you still have yours? Yeah. Still got mine. It's the only car we got, so. You call them pill bugs? Isopods? See, I knew there was different names for it. We always just called them roly-polies. I adore rubber duck isopods. What is a rubber duck isopod? I have never heard such a thing. Fast Boys, 0 to 60 in 3.3. Ooh, so it's just like got a crazy, not engine, I guess, technically, but like computer in it so it could go real fast. I know the basic one can go like, it does like really, it can go really, really fast, really quickly too. But you must got like the Mac Daddy. Dude, when I hit the accelerator in that car, like the G-force is crazy. I couldn't imagine doing it in the performance one. Oh my god, you could break your neck. Oh wait, I can't see the Twitch chat. Sorry, I was looking at crabs. I hate Teslas only because I don't like electric cars. Why do you hate electric cars? Electric cars are great, especially right now with fuel prices. I hated having to get gas and all. It just makes so much more sense to have an electric car, especially at this point. When I drive, I come home and I just plug it into a wall outlet and forget about it. Frick the ads because you don't get paid to show. Oh, you know what drives me crazy? I think I'm ranted about this before, Alistair. They have like a little comment that is the most lopsided crab on the planet. Um, in the thing they say watch the ads to support the creator, something along those lines, and they're implying that I do get something from it, but I don't get a penny, not a penny. So that is so nasty and scummy, trying to make it seem like them watching an ad is supporting me. It's not in the slightest. I don't get a dime from Twitch. Nasty, nasty. All the platforms are nasty. Do you know what roly-poly looks like? Add 2 little eyes, yellow face, and orange bill? I only know that they look like this. Are you talking about like the underside? Because I have no idea, and I'd be kind of freaked out to look if I'm honest. Alright, so we're just gonna give them... Now I gotta look up frog eyes. I don't know what frogs... I think they have like the weird shaped pupils. Ugh, come on, keyboard, work with me. Frog. Oh lord, help me. Oh, it's so hard to type when you can't see the keyboard. Okay. Alright, okay. They just kinda... I don't know how I draw them to make them look like frog eyes. They're just gonna kinda look like eyes, but you guys will know they're frog eyes, right? I feel like that's not right. Let me look at some more pictures here. Maybe not cartoon versions. Maybe just regular versions. Oh, okay, so yeah, the cartoons just do them dirty. They have like those weird slit eyes. Like horizontal cat eyes or something. That's a little... like sheep eyes. They got like sheep eyes. Y'all ever look at a sheep? I like sheep, don't get me wrong, but they're freaky. Those are some freaky critters. Tangerine, I see you! There's a different isopods too. We had some called cow isopods. Oh, there's a bunch of different types. Do they all look kind of similar? Or, like, do they all do the roly-poly thing? Or, like, are they completely different critters? It's kind of like what you'd think, although IDK what you think. The underside of isopods you really see is their legs. You think they're cute? Okay. That's a little reassuring. I'm too afraid to look it up though, because like if you look under some of them critters, it's horrifying, you know what I mean? I don't like electric cars because they are quiet. I love cars that make the groove. Oh, so you like the vibe of the vroom vroom. Okay, that's fair. I personally hate the vroom vroom. I like it quiet. but if you like the vroom vroom, that makes sense. I wonder if they would make an electric guitar, hello, an electric car that would make a vroom vroom. It would just sound like a audio clip of her. That would actually be kind of funny if you had a Tesla and then you could like click a button to make the vroom sound. That would be kind of funny. I prefer quiet cars because I don't like having my train of thought derailed by a loud noise. Yeah, I will say though, when you're driving the Tesla, when you're on the road going fast, it's not really quieter because even though there's no engine, you hear like all the noise from the driving itself. But, you know, there's no like rooming when you turn it on or anything like that. It's kind of hard to tell when the car's actually on. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't do anything. And that's the downside too if you have cats. There was one lady, from what I heard, I haven't looked into it too much, but they tried to sue Tesla because there's an opening near the tire. And this is another thing, silly better be careful if you have cats that go outside or in your garage or whatever. There's an opening behind the wheels that cats love to go in. And the problem with that is when you start the car and start leaving, they don't get scared and leave because it's so quiet. You know, like a normal car, you'd turn on the engine and freak them out and they'd run. Cats won't do that. And there's a lady that was trying to sue Tesla because both of her cats got in there one day and both of them unalived, unfortunately, which is just so traumatic to even think about. So just be careful about that, all right? Every day when we leave, we try to check to see if there's a cat in there, just in case. All right, I think we got to start doing some doodles, so that's going to be our warm-up doodle. It's really good, I know. I'll scoot you up there. All right, let's see whose turn it is, my doodaloos. Let's see. Oh, the camera does not want to focus. There we go. Honey, what's up, honey? I'm upset because some people from my mom's side of the fam came to my home uninvited. Oh, no, that's not. That actually happened to me last weekend. And it really, really sucked. Because A, it was a big family with like 3 little kids, right? And B, me and my boyfriend had just spent all day in the attic trying to, not just in the attic, we were setting up the computer room that I have now, right? We spent all day like mounting the monitors to the walls, moving all this heavy stuff, spending hours in the attic trying to get this cable, the Ethernet cable, through the holes in the wall, up through the attic, and then down the wall in here. We were so exhausted. And the second we were finally done, an entire family just shows up at our door, and then we had to sit there and entertain for hours. Oh my God, it was the worst. So I feel your pain. We're in the future, alright? We don't do that uninvited stuff no more. They did technically tell my boyfriend's dad that they were coming, but we missed the call because we were busy. So they just kind of showed up, and that was rough. They're plenty nice, don't get me wrong, but mysterious user, I'm on to you. I'm suspicious. I got my eye on you, all right? SPD, if that is your real name. The very end of the day before I left for school, I was talking to my last period teacher, and I thought I got all my stuff before I left the school altogether, went home, and then I was laying in my bed, and I can email from my teacher saying I left my little red bag in the classroom and she put it in her desk. I started freaking out because it was my little red bag, is my phone charger for my phone. I had in my hand that was about to unalive. It was at 10%. Oh, so you don't have a single charger at your house? Dang. Yeah, that's brutal. Oof. Your parents ain't got one you could borrow? Only let us know. See, you can't be doing that shit. Sorry, crap, no more. I'm still salty about it. It was so brutal. Y'all didn't hear that, alright? Listen, I'm out of streaming practice, okay? Sometimes I curse in real life. I try not to. I'm trying to get back into the non-cursey lady business. No, you didn't, Kaboom. You didn't hear nothing. Gods, what's up, Gods? Mr. Gigglebox! I want you to draw the 5 items it would take to summon you in a magic circle. Draw the 5 items? It'd probably just be 5 cats, I think. Maybe a sketchbook, but mostly cats. Honey, Master said hi. Alright, let's see whose turn it is. Let's do it, baby. Alright, everybody, if you're in the chat, could you do me a favor and do like a squee or something so I can know who you are and that you're here. Please and thank you very much. Alright, let's see here. Kiwi, Sunny, Lobo, Angie. Zero Cam. Guy, Rice Bowl. Jackie, Banana, Megan. Oreo. Airy. Karma, Cam, Present, oh, I think I know who it might be. Okay, let me check. Let me do a quick little check. So this was requested. When was this requested? Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is correct. So let me just check real quick. Let's see. Gotta scroll for eons. Oh god. Oh, come on, almost there. We just gotta confirm, baby. We're gonna get through so many doodles, and you guys are gonna be so proud of me. You won't even know what to do. Alright, oh, yep, alright. So you guys ready? It's gotta be Gods of the Undead. Thank you for squeeing, by the way. It's gods! You know what happened when I literally went back to the school 30 minutes later, talked to the office people, went to the classroom, got my bag and left, so now my stuff. There we go. That's good. Yeah, your phone dying and you ain't got no way to charge it. It's a bad day. That's a bad, bad day. Alright, guys. So you requested a picture of your persona. It looks like it's you with, like, these crazy teeth. These, like, I don't know if demon teeth is the right word, but it's like these teethy teeth. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, go ahead and send me a message of whatever you would like, and then we shall doodle it, baby. Alright, what was that sound? Was that in the music? Did y'all hear that? Okay, I guess it's fine. In the meantime, look, I got a chair. Sorry, TikTokers, you can't see the chair. I'm probably gonna do the regular, not the regular, but the software. I need some coffee. My brain isn't working today. Look, I got a chair. Yeah! Okay, let's see if I can spin without breaking anything. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna try to go really fast. Yeah, that's not really fast, but I spent all day assembling it. It took forever. So now I can do this. You guys hear that? What am I hearing? Oh, is that what that is? That's the... Was that you, Master? Was that you sending bits? Is that what that is? Is that what I'm hearing? I didn't know that was the sound for that. Thank you! Thank you for the bits, Master! Alright, let me get this out of here. Back to the anime, lady. That's what the cool kids do. We gotta be cool like the kids, you know? Alright. Let's see. Did we receive? Let's see. Would it be in... somewhere? I sent it to you. I sent it on live doodle request and tagged you. Alright. Actually, I'm sorry. Could you do me a big favor? Could you post it in the live doodle references so I don't have to scroll all the way back down and then back up? Is that okay? Because for the next doodle, it's going to take an eon to scroll back through there. Wait, I wonder if your following sound works. You can unfollow and then refollow. We'll see. I think it's supposed to. It's supposed to be a mochi brain. Oh, I see you gods. Okay. Oh, goodness. So tell me about this character, gods. Oh, I heard it! I heard the brand! Tell me you guys heard the brand. Please, for the love of God, tell me you guys heard the brand. Did you hear it? I'm so glad I got that brand on a recording. I was so excited to use it. It works! Yeah! Yay! It's been forever, so I'm kind of surprised it still works, if I'm honest. Alright. So is there, like, is their skin actually, like, ripped open, or is it like a scar type thing on their face? You know what I'm talking about? Like, how gory are we getting here? Scar. All right, perfect. That'll work. All right. Could you give me a very brief summary just so I can kind of get their vibe? Last time it ever worked, what made it work? I didn't do anything, so I think it just decided to work now. I don't know. Sometimes, like, technology, you know what I'm saying? You spinning with me, Tangerine? Was it you that was always spinning? I know somebody was always spinning. Now I can spin with you because I got a chair. Started thinking about who I haven't seen in lives recently. First thought I went to was you. Yeah, it was, yeah. Wait, wait. First thought is Famian. That's true, we haven't seen Famian in a minute. But I haven't seen a lot of people in a minute because I've been gone. So I can't blame them. You know what I mean? I don't think it's Famian. Wait, is it Famian? Famian, is that you? I didn't even know you went over there onto YouTube. You heard it? Yes. Yes. What do you use for VTuber? Like do you mean like the software I use to create it or the software I use to stream it? To stream it, I just use Live Studio, VTube Studio, I think it's called. What is it called? VTube Studio, and then to make it, I used Live 2D. That's you, Famian! How's it feel to be in YouTube land? I'm glad you're back. Thank you, silly butter. I'm glad you're back. And I'm glad you guys didn't forget about me completely. Crap, I need to plug in my phone. 1 second, my lovely doodles. My phone is about to unalive. There we go. Almost. And... why do we even have this charger right here? Get out of here. Alright, hold on. I gotta go grab a charger. Wait, do we have a charger? Do we have a charger in here? We do, yes! Alright, perfect. Yeah. And boom. Alright, let's do it. Let's get to doodling, baby. VTube Studio and Live 2D, exactly. You didn't hear the... What? But Master, you heard it, right? It might just be too quiet. Maybe I should crank it up a little bit or something. Today in class, someone threw a baseball, and guess who it had to hit? Oh, that was always me, kaboom. Let's see. His village was burned down, his mother past protecting him, and he was the only one who survived. Did you want him to be looking really, like, distressed, like in the picture? Or, like, how did you want him? Did you want him just kind of chilling, or did you want, like, a very distressed kind of representation? What did you have in mind? Oh, the sub sound. Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I might... I think I set it up, but it's probably just something I did wrong. The software I use for that's a little confusing, so it might just be something I need to tweak. Hang on 1 second. I need to turn it. It's too hot. Kinda. It gets a little toasty in here because of the computer, and it's a small room. Made myself into a new account since I got this new iPad, but when I was making new accounts, I had a great idea. How do you say it? Fraudriguez. What's the SPD mean? Doodle-doo. Tangerine's over there just doodly-dooing. Alright, sorry about that, TikTok. I'm back. Really hurt a lot. Then they didn't even apologize. It is, I don't think I ever got an apology for getting hit by a ball in school. I don't know what it is. But like young guys, it's just, because it was always by some young guy. And like, I swear sometimes they just take advantage of the fact that they can hit a girl with the ball and they're just so aggro about it. And it's like, alright, well, you suck. You got a little pent up rage in there, apparently. You can make him have a calm face. He doesn't really show emotion that much. It's glitching for me. So that was me because I tabbed out. It should be better now, right? Alright, we're gonna have him make a calm face, but he's a serious fella. Make him nice and a serious guy. And your yours is just a what's it called? Portrait? Like just from the shoulders up too, and that works for our new doodle request style. I'm joining the stream on my PC. Hold on. Alright, I'll be here. You scrolled! Kaboom. How dare. I can never forgive. I gotta remember to center it for the TikTokers. Yeah, next time, Doodlers, for those that like watching on TikTok, I'm probably gonna just go back to the software. I don't think it makes a difference anymore. TikTok just doesn't give you new viewers anymore is really all it is. I haven't seen like a new person join the TikTok chat in eons. They just don't put streams out there anymore, unfortunately. That's why we're kind of focusing more on the other platforms. I don't know what happened to TikTok ever since they updated it. I've seen everybody complaining about it. They just do not care anymore, unfortunately, which is why I'm really mad at them because they used to be really good about it. They used to give everybody a chance, and now they don't. They're just like the other platforms. If anything, they're worse than the other platforms when it comes to drawing and live and all. If you're not already popular, they're like, nobody's going to see your stream. Not a single person. Your own viewers probably won't even see it because we're not going to notify them. How does that feel? And it's pretty great, you know? Okay, that's a little too close. Let's scooch that over a tad. There we go, that's better. I want to make a VTuber, but IDK what OC to use because I don't see much of my OCs at all possible to be a YouTuber, so I think I have to make a whole new OC. Yeah, I just, the one I made, I just knew I wanted to do something with space hair. So I just made a random lady with space hair. I was trying to learn how to do it, so I tried adding a bunch of stuff to it that I would have to figure out, like the horns and the glowing eyes and the jiggly hair and the earrings. That was something, let me tell you. So I was just kind of trying to create something that would have a lot of elements that I wanted to learn. And the spacey hair, I really wanted the spacey hair. The next one, if I ever get the time to do it, which probably won't be ever again, I want to do I don't know if I will or not, but I'm leaning towards doing a has-been hotel OC. But I don't know what I want to do for the OC. I feel like that's going to be the hardest part, is designing the OC. Because I don't want to just do like oh, she's a cat girl. You know, I want it to make it a little more unique than that. You know what I mean? Because default me is just going to want to make him a blonde cat lady. Cat demon lady, you know what I mean? But I mean, maybe I could just do that. It doesn't really matter. But the trick is going to be doing it in has-been hotel style, and you guys know that it's pretty different from my art style. But it might make it less work because it's more of a simplified style than like anime. But I also don't have any practice with it, so we'll see. What's up, Star? How you been? Fella, you popped over here. Fella? Did I say fella? You said fella. I meant to say Fabian. Fabian, you made it! Dude, TikTok is feeding people's art to AI. Yeah, I believe it. TikTok is a bad place now. It's a bad, bad place. I don't like it. I still use it to watch my cat videos, but I'm very mad at them. You guys remember how good it used to be back then, man? When I first started streaming, like all the art streamers I would follow, they would all get new viewers constantly and they would push people out in the algorithm. Now they just don't do it. Like they legitimately just do not care. They only care about big people who can promote products and sell stuff. Like that's literally the only people. They are constantly putting um, just like an influencer, and no hate to them, you know, do your thing, get your money, but like popular influencers who are just very attractive, pretty people, and they're just kind of lip syncing to something, they are always shoving that in my face. And I do not want to see it. I want to see cats and art, and that's it. And every time I say I'm not interested. But those people make them the money. So those are the people that they're going to push in your face. And it didn't used to be like that. I used to never see that. You know what I mean? It's just, it's really frustrating. It's really annoying. Not a fan. And there really isn't a much better alternative. Like, all the platforms just suck right now. They took away lurker viewers, which is just destroying small streamers. Like, it is utterly and completely destroyed our chances of doing anything because they just took away your viewers. To combat bots. Get out of my face. You guys are nasty. And they don't actually care about bots. They just want to appease the sponsors. Because the sponsors will be mad if there's a lot of bots in there, obviously. And, you know, they have their priorities. And it will never be the streamers. Alright, I'm done being salty. TikTok is now, if you don't make money before, you don't get to grow now. Exactly. Like, that is literally, that's what it is. That's why I'm like, when I stream, I'm like, do I even bother with TikTok? I should, because I should do all options, but, like, it's just, there's really not much of a point, like, honestly. Like, I haven't seen a single new person join in eons. And that's the same for, like, all the art streamers I follow. When I watch their streams, not a single new person will join. They just do not care anymore. Unless you're an influencer that strongly supports TikTok, you are not going to get a single new viewer because TikTok love the constant attraction creators they actually like. American TikTok only focuses on making money. They don't care. Yeah, exactly. It's they were already kind of heading that direction before it was bought, but now it's definitely like that is what the platform is now. Hack Mia, is that how you say it? What's up? I did a science project and my BFF said it's good. What was the science project? I always liked doing science projects. I certainly wasn't very smart, but it was always fun to like do something other than just written homework. You know what I mean? Like you get to like make a model and then do the bulletin boards and decorate it. So that was always fun. Better than doing regular homework, that's for sure. Why does some of my video settings have allow AI to remix content? They're really pushing it on the platform. I think everything is now, honestly. We artists, so we try to avoid all of that. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like objectively evil or anything necessarily, but it needs to stay far, far away from the art realm. Like utterly and completely. You know what I mean? Rusty, what's up, Rusty? We're ranting today. We getting triggered. It's fun. America kind of sucks right now. I'm not going to talk too much about that just because it'll end up getting political, but yes. Yes, it does. And boy, do I have a lot of opinions, but I don't want, you guys are, you know, you're younger, you don't need to worry about all that. I'm old, so I have to worry about all that. So I'm not going to make y'all worry about all that. Well, a lot of you, not all of you, obviously, but so, boy, do I have some opinions. Opinions you all would probably agree with me on. They're nothing unexpected, I would assume. But they're passionate because I don't have a choice. Because I'm old and it affects me now and I have to care and it sucks. It's miserable. It's no fun. That's why we do streams where we doodle and just be goofy. To get through the day. Alright, I will be right back. I'm so sorry. I got a tinkle so bad. Alright, let me put this. Let me do B, R, B. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, I'm hoping the babies come and say hi. I could show you on the webcam. Let me see. Are they gonna say hi? There's a Silva. Come say hi, baby. Come see the new chair. For those of you that just joined, look, I got a new chair. It's not utterly and completely destroyed by the cats. I'm sure they're gonna try. Come here. And I got a little cozy spot right there for them to cuddle up. Soba was doing it the other day. Soba, come say hi, baby. Come here, come say hi, come on up. But yeah, the chair that we had for like a decade now, it was like almost completely destroyed, so we had to get a new one. And look at it, and then ice. Come here, come say hi. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but I'm excited about it, so I gotta talk about it just a little to get it out of my system. Zipa, can you see her? Can you see her? Where is she? There she is. There's the baby. I might adjust it a little so they're a little more visible. Go on up there. Yes! You gonna use the spot? I made it nice and cozy. So, but do you like it? Do you like it, baby? I get so excited when the cats like something I make for them. Look how beautiful she is. What do you think? She gonna sit? Yes! Yes! Alright, I have to I have to leave it up now. I have to leave the webcam up. We gotta be able to see the Soba. Alright. I get a little awkward when the camera's just sitting on me the whole time, but we gotta do it. Sorry, TikTokers. Sorry about that. Alright, let's get back to doodling. Get this out of here. I got rid of the... Yeah, okay. We're gonna be a real lady for a minute because Soba's comfortable. Look how cute she is. You like it, baby? You giving Duchess some love? Do you like it? What do you think, baby? You like it there? Oh, I'm so happy she's sitting there. You have no idea. You like it? Can you guys tell? Can you see her fish eyes? It's probably hard to tell far away, but her eyes are kind of like this, and I love it so much. I have one cat that's cross-eyed, Mochi, you guys have seen, and then Soba's a little bit fish-eyed, and it's just... Oh, baby. You little fish-eyed baby. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy she's using it. Sorry. Back to the drawing. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna get your doodle done, I swear. Alright. We got some... Ooh, you posted another one. Perfect. Atlas. Oh, yeah. Let me put your name. I keep forgetting to do that. Y'all, I'm so out of practice. Gods, and then Atlas. Let me tilt this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. She left! Oh, well, you got to see her a little bit. I'm quite happy about that. Alright, get out of here, real life lady. Back to anime world. Alright, sorry. I was in cat zone. Let me pull back up the chat. Why does the chat just disappear over there? That's so annoying. Your kitty's like mine, but mine is more... You got a fluffy black kitty? Dude, I'm telling you, black cats are like peak cats. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've had all the types of cats in the world. Black cats are like the perfect cat. If you've never had a cat and you're not sure what to do, but you really want a cat, get a black cat. I promise you they are top tier peak cats. They're super cuddly. They're super loving. They're super laid back and like calm and nice and sweet and all the things you want. They're usually pretty friendly. They're not super skittish. They're friendly to like other people, not just you. They're well behaved, like they're just perfect. The only thing with black cats is if they get out of the house, they're little scrappers, okay? Every black cat I've ever had, when they were able to go outside, they would always pick a fight with another cat. So they ain't no punks, all right? They might go scrapping with some possums or some stray cats, but you will never see a mean bone out of their body. All right, in general, obviously in general, but yeah, they're perfect. They're perfect cats. Like if you've never had a cat before, get you a black cat. You'll love it, I promise you. They're kind of like orange cats, but a little smarter. No offense to orange cats, okay? My Mochi, she's not orange, but she's not the smartest kitty in the whole wide world, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right? She's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about her. She doesn't need to be smart. There's nothing wrong with not being smart as a cat. But black cats tend to be pretty smart from what I can tell. So yeah, get you one. Get you an adult too. If you've never had a cat before, get an adult cat. I'm telling you. Rocker! What's up, Rocker? Hold on, let me make you a mod while you're here. Are you already a mod? How do I make you a mod? Uh-oh, I don't know how to do it. There we go. I did it! There you go! You have ultimate power, Rocker. You can do whatever you want for the rest of your life. Blue Sky? So I've heard about Blue Sky. It's kind of like a Twitter alternative, right? I've never used Twitter. So I tried back in the day, way back in the day, to like post my art, but I just could never get into it. So I don't know if I would make an account, but I probably would never end up using it. I don't know. Do you like it? Is it worth it? I'm gonna get me some to eat too. What you gonna chomp, Tangerine? Everybody's going to chomp. You guys gonna bring me some? I'm hungry too. I want a little treat. It's 8:30? Oh, for you? Yeah, dang, it gets late for you. You staying up for me. I appreciate it. Alright, sorry. I'm so ADD. I gotta get back to taking my medicine, y'all. Be honest with me. Be 1000% honest. And if you didn't notice, it's totally fine. Did you notice any difference when I was taking the ADD medicine? I thought I did, but I was on such a low dose. I don't know if it's just in my head or not. And I haven't been taking it recently. Do you see what I said? I said what I said. I sent something about TikTok. Video about my commissions and tell my prices and show my art style. People like to go into the comments and say their commissions are also open and then show a picture of their art style and show their commissions are a lot cheaper than mine. And it makes me so mad because I'm trying to get my commissions out there. I really need the money. Yeah, so I'm going to be honest. I don't really know how the etiquette works with that. I get like wanting to support other people, but I guess it is kind of like they're just kind of going in there to undercut you, I guess is what it seems like, which doesn't seem very nice. You know what I mean? That definitely doesn't seem very nice. I've never had that happen to me, but I guess I've never like, why aren't you playing any music? Thank you. I've never like properly put something out there on TikTok like that. I might try though. I don't know. I've never tried to do that. Were you able to get any views on it? Because the way TikTok is, I feel like they just would like suffocate it and not let anybody see it. If they would let you do like commissions through TikTok Shop, they'd probably promote it because then they'd get a cut out of it. Maybe. Hold on, let me see if you can see Nino. My sweet Nino, I've been having to give her so much medicine, my poor baby girl. There she is! Look at my Nino. We're about to give her some medicine that's supposed to help with her pee bottom, which, oh my god, please, dear God in heaven. Please, please let it work. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know how bad I don't want to put this cat in diapers. Oh, she left. Like, it was genuinely traumatic for both of us trying to get her into diapers. And obviously we can't right now because of the wounds on her, but, like, I don't want to have to resort to that. I've just been, like, putting pee pads everywhere and trying to clean up after her constantly. It's exhausting, but, I mean, I'd happily do it for her, but I might have to resort to diapers. I don't want to do it, so dear God, please let the medicine help, please. And she'd be happier, too. She doesn't want to pee bottom all the time. But, yeah, I've been having to force medicine. I gotta draw, sorry. I've been giving her so much medicine. She's getting sick of me, but I gotta do it. She's gotta be on this medicine that I have to give her twice a day, which is a pill, for 3 months. Twice a day for 3 months. Like, just... I love this cat more than anything. She's so sweet to me, but she is so sensitive. And giving her medicine or something like that is a crisis for her. No matter how pleasant I make it, no matter how many treats I give her during the process, it is a crisis for that cat. Everything she doesn't want to do is a crisis. So it's been pretty rough. But as long as the medicine works, that's what matters. We need to fix those wounds. 737. Me too, Central folks. I see you, my Central doodlers. Mochi has cross eyes. Yeah, she has crossed eyes. She's my little derpy-eyed queen. If you go to some of my Mochi TikToks, you'll be able to see her little cross eyes. I love it so much. My sweet derpy girl. Her version isn't. It's not like terrible, but it isn't the best because of it. However, Soba, she's got fish eyes, and she seems to be able to see perfectly fine. So. Okay, we got this little sweepy bang right here. Okay, alright. We got the pointy ears, too. Don't lie. You know we would all love to have pointy ears if we could. Is there anybody that if you had the opportunity to get pointy ears, you wouldn't want them? Because I would jump on that so fast. Having, like, pointy elf ears. Lock in, we need to get 2 doodles done. You right. You right. We show do. We show do. We show the flip and flop, dude. Alright, we're locking in. We're locking in. We can talk and doodle. I gotta get used to talking and doodling. I'd gotten better with it over the streaming time, but we gotta get back to it. See, the eyes aren't working with me, and I don't know why. I think this one's just acting up a little bit. Sorry, TikTok. I'm trying to get in the habit of centering it for you guys, because I have to have it kind of off-center in order for to have the phone pointed at it, because I can't put it directly in the middle of my tablet, otherwise I can't see. So it's easy to kind of not realize I don't have the camera perfectly on it. I'll get better though, I swear. I used to be a pro at it. We'll get there. All orange cats low-key must share the same brain cell. I think so. I had, she wasn't fully orange. She was like white and orange. I can't remember. It was when I was a kid. I know she was very, very, very mouthy. I don't think I ever paid attention to her intellect too much, but she was just a sweet little baby girl. Her name was Auction. Because we got her in an auction. These crazy people were auctioning off a cat. And we already had a bunch of cats. My parents didn't want any more cats, but they felt bad for the cat because they were auctioning it off to just random people. And then nobody wanted it, so my parents got it for like $2. Like, how upsetting is that? Who auctions off a cat? So we named her Auction. So she's a good girl. Alright, oh, yeah, I can get rid of the... Get that out of here. We don't need you! VTuber lady. Alright, we are locked in, doodlers. I could do this. Spooky! What's up, Spooky? Finally changed my... You know, now that you say that, you did have a profile picture, the same one for a while. And honestly, I appreciated that because I get confused when it's different sometimes. When y'all change your names, that's just... I can't. I can't do it. I have to have you constantly remind me who you are. I'll just have no idea for the longest time. But the pictures help too. I'm very visual, so... It's helpful to have the same picture. I haven't changed my picture in eons. I think it's been like 4 years since I changed. I should make it more art related because that's like my thing, but I just love the picture emoji. It's so cute. I wish everyone had fluffy ears and a tail. Wouldn't that be the coolest freaky thing ever? Dude, when I was a kid, I would constantly pretend I had a tail and cat ears because I wanted them so bad. Like, it's objectively the coolest thing ever. That's why if you guys saw that Disney movie, Turning Red, you know, where the chick, like, turns into the red, what is it, fox? Bear? Whatever. You know what I'm talking about? In the end, I guess I don't want to spoil it, but she embraces having ears and a tail all the time. And I'm like, girl, finally somebody gets it. Because I would totally do that. Walk around with like a cute fluffy tail and cat ears. Come on. Red Panda, thank you. That's what it was. I have been tearing apart my house because I swear I smell pee somewhere. Oh, from the cat? Oh, no, that's brutal. So they have this spray, if you find it, that's perfect for getting rid of urine smell specifically, which you know how cat pee is, that I've been using, and it works like impeccably. Like it really gets rid of it. It's kind of a myth where cat pee never comes out. It does. It's just hard to get out of. But if you catch it early and you use the right product, it's not a problem. You just have to be diligent. You know what I mean? And baking soda can help too. If you use baking soda, I'm an expert now. Clean up cat pee all day. Cyber, what's up, Cyber? I'm alive and I'm doodling again. Can you believe? Macaroni. Okay. Did you get me some? Did you bring me a little bowl? Shoot. Hang on, doodlers. I'll be right back. I swear I'll be like 5 seconds. I just gotta grab something real quick. I'm so sorry. I have returned. Give me 1 second, and then we're going to get back to locking in, alright? We're going to do it. We're going to get these doodles done. Mochi will help you find it. So far in this room, she hasn't been too bad about protesting yet. I think she doesn't realize she can. But once she realizes that this is where I'm streaming and all now, I'm sure you guys are gonna see her, being a little terrorist on stream again. But right now, we're getting away with it. It's mostly just Ichi and Sobo come moseying in to see what's going on. I was hoping they would all. Usually, when I'm in a room, they all like to hover and be around me constantly, but they're not really doing that in here too much. I think they're just not used to it yet. Okay, I'm trying to give him man boobs, but they're just looking like regular boobs, and that's not what we're going for here. Is he muscular, gods? Is he a beefcake? No pen munch today? Not today! Okay, I was getting that vibe, gods, but I needed to make sure. Should I make him beefier in terms of the arms? Or is that... I guess it's not that beefy, is it? Muscles are hard. Especially man muscles. Just men in general are hard to draw. I don't know why. Yes, baby. Can you guys on Twitch and YouTube, can you hear Ichi meowing? Probably not, huh? I don't have the nice mic right now. You probably can on TikTok, though. Oh, it's not centered. There we go. Making French fries? What kind of French fries? Just like regular, or are they like seasoned? Cyber, you're a bully? I didn't know you were a bully. Okay. You draw such pretty girlies, so I assumed you were a girly. I don't know why. Your style's a lot like mine, I think. By the way, his little wisp thing, stray hair, is a little thinner. A little thinner. Okay. We got just a thin little wisp, not a big chunky wisp. I can't talk today, doodlers. Help. Help me. I fried my brain making the chair, assembling the chair, so I don't have any brain power left. Apparently, it's too much for me. I feel like unseasoned French fries should be a crime. I mean, yeah, fair. Fair. Gods, you went to YouTube? How's it feel? How's it feel to be over there? You can see me as an anime lady over there. Is it cool? Is it the best thing you've ever seen in your life? I'm sure it is. You don't have to say. We already know. We already know it's basically having an epiphany going over there. Alright, locked in, doodlers. Locked in. Something is not correct. Okay. This arm needs to be bigger. Yes. And then the man boobs, I am just not. Let me think. Maybe this arm needs to scooch a little bit. See, this is why I can't draw on paper anymore. Being able to do this, I can't live without it at this point. So I don't have to like redraw everything 10 trillion times. I could just like move it around. Oh, when I got used to doing that, drawing digitally when I first started, it was just like I could never go back. When I first started doing commissions a very long time ago, I used to do the sketches on paper because I felt more comfortable drawing on paper at the time. Did you guys know what I'm talking about? Did you start on paper, like traditional, and then move to the computer? Because for me, doing that, I would only use the computer to like color and stuff like that. If it came to like drawing the person, I would always draw on paper first. It just felt so weird drawing it on the computer. I felt like it never looked right, or I wasn't comfortable doing it. And I don't know if it was just a me thing or what, but now, like, obviously I prefer to do everything on the computer. I, like, never draw on paper anymore. But I remember it being, like, I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. Did you guys have that experience if you started drawing traditionally first, or is it just me? I draw women because it's easier and they're pretty. I agree. That's why I draw women, pretty much. I find them. I've heard people say the opposite. I've heard they think women are harder, and I can see that. But I personally find them way more forgiving because, like, girlies come in so many different curvy shapes. Like, I feel like a guy's figure, like, of course there's variety, but it's, you know, a girl's booty could be like this, or it could be like this, or it could be like this. And, you know, it's such a wide range that, like, you could do it anyway and it's not going to look wrong. Whereas with guys, they tend to, at least, you know, when people draw characters, they tend to be more muscular, I suppose. And muscles kind of have to look a particular way. Otherwise, it'll look a little off. You know what I mean? So, does that make sense? So, I feel like drawing a guy, at least for me, tends to be a little less forgiving. But I've also heard people say the curviness can be trickier, which I can also see. You know what I mean? I swear you keep getting quieter and quieter. Really? Okay. Let me move the. I probably moved my thing. That's probably better, huh? I'm not used to using the mic on the headset. That's probably why. VTubers always have this iconic anime style that has a lot of movement. I know And I know how to do that kind of style. I just can never ever get it to look how there's always does, and it makes me so freaking sad and mad. Yeah, so it's definitely tricky. I think that's why I probably should stick to anime style because that's what everybody wants. And one day I'd like to do commissions with this and make a little bit more money than what I'm doing now. Um, and everybody's just gonna want anime, right? Like nobody's really gonna like some people might want a different art style, but most of them are gonna want an anime character. Um, but I would like to at least try to do different art styles. You know what I mean? I wish people would do more than just anime. Like I like anime, obviously, but get out of here, butt! Skedaddle! Get, go on, get, get out of here, get, scram. So sorry you had to see that. Oh, I see the mic is kind of rough on YouTube. Is it still? What do you mean rough exactly? Is it hard to hear or is the quality low? Like what kind of rough are we talking? So I can see if there's something I can do about it right now. Sorry for the dead air. I was gulping like a crazy lady. I just got super insanely thirsty. I'm sorry. Alright, what were we talking about? Um, I did it first. Yeah, I started drawing traditional first. Yeah, the drawing in digital looks so weird. Yeah, something about it was just so weird. Like, I wish I had a better way to describe it, but, like, it just felt so uncomfortable at first. Like, I feel like I couldn't draw the way I wanted to. But now, like, it's just second nature, obviously. But it took a lot of practice. Um, you should practice chibi style. I should. I will be 100% honest. I'm not that much of a fan of chibi style. Um, it's the best way to put it. I don't think there's anything wrong with chibi style. But a lot of bad people take advantage of chibi style, and it kind of ruined it for me a little bit, if I'm honest. Um, lot of weirdos gravitate towards. A lot of perfectly normal people love chibi style. I've just heard so many bad stories about bad people liking chibi style that it just kind of. Oh, Master, you. I see that. Yeah. Um. Sorry, my brain turned off. The quality is low, much better on TikTok. Okay, this should be. I'm surprised it's so bad. This is a good headset. Hmm. If it's just that though, I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. I am gonna have my old, really nice mic. I just have to like buy a table or something because it's like really big and it's like on a crane basically. So I have to like have a sturdy table to put it on. It's gonna be a real pain, but we're gonna have that one back. Don't worry. This is just for now. But yeah, chibi is good. People love chibi. It's cute. There's nothing wrong with it. I just have a stigma because I've known weirdos who like it, basically. Um, and plus, it's tricky for me to draw because it's more cartoony, and y'all know how cartoony stuff is hard for me. But it would be really good to learn it. You are right. A lot of places like to buy chibi art for me and lots of other. Yeah, exactly. It would be good. I should learn it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to, like, make it for weirdos. You know what I mean? Yuki, what's up, Yuki? Haven't seen you in a minute. It was super cool but hard, and I was determined to learn digital. Yeah, it's if you guys haven't tried digital, I think most of you have. If you haven't tried it, I would definitely recommend it. You don't have to prefer it or anything. But I would say if you haven't tried it, give it a shot, because if you like it, it'll change your life. Like, it'll make everything so much better for you. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. Traditional artists, we love. We respect. There's always a nice aesthetic to traditional. But if you just want to do a drawing and have it be easier and cleaner and all that, get more detailed with it, digital's the way to go. I have a friend who draw very, very bad stuff, and I'm actually not good. Yeah, exactly. There's bad people out there, man, and they ruin everything. They ruin it. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so we have the base. We gotta do the scars. Guess we can do that for this. Hi, baby. I would turn on the webcam, but she's behind the computer. Hi, you wanna sit on my lap? Oh, baby, I would love for you. By the way, you guys can still hear me okay with the new mic, right? It's not like hard to hear, right? Oh, that might be a little too loud. Hi, baby. She left. Let's see. I honestly can't tell if it's bad. So, Tangerine, I'm like that. I honestly can't tell. I'm not good at sounds. Like, something could be terrible quality and I honestly wouldn't know. So, I need like my boyfriend to listen to it. He's a music guy, so he's got a good ear for that kind of thing. I only got an eye for things. I don't have an ear for things. So, it could be horrible quality and I honestly wouldn't realize it until somebody told me. Alright, so we have a scar over here. I'm gonna blend it a little so it looks a little better, but make it look a little more scarry. Alright, and now you cannot go wrong with my favorite blender brush that I cannot say the name of because it is in Japanese and there's kanji in it, so I can't read it. I can only read the last two symbols, which is bashi. But there's a bunch of kanji before that, so I don't know what it says. Can anybody read Japanese? And TikTok, can you read it? Can anybody tell me what that says? Because some people ask, and I don't know what it is. I can only read this part, bashi. And honestly, that might not even be right, because it's been like over a decade since I learned Japanese. But if anybody can read that, let me know so that I can tell people in the future. Because I love this blender brush. It's like perfect for everything. For me, anyway. I like the style. It gives it like a painterly look, which I like. Might give a little bit more depth in there too. I'm doing a commission right now where a guy has a scar all over the side of his face. I've been doing a lot of scar doodles, no big deal, you know. But it does tend to look better when you actually have the colors to work with. The colors help get the scar effect a lot better. I'm technically still in a band, but I've lost interest. What did you do in the band? My landlord has me learning Chinese. What do you mean has you learning? Like, do they speak Chinese and you're practicing with them? Oh yeah, Master, yeah. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people like that out there, more than you think, which is horrifying. You cannot affiliate with such people, unfortunately. You can't do it. Can't do it. You gotta get out. You gotta stay out, because you're a demon. You're a demon and you get away from me, demon. They're trying. Oh, okay. So you guys are kind of learning together. That's fun. I wish I had tried harder when I was in Japan. I wasn't in the best place at the time when I first went there, so I didn't really care to apply myself. I didn't know I would love Japan so much. I was going because I was like, kind of like, "Ugh, I don't care, whatever. It's something to do." Like, I always wanted to travel abroad, and I always liked Japan. But I wasn't like, I have to go to Japan. Like, I would have gone anywhere, you know what I mean? Japan would have been a top pick, but it wasn't like, you know, now it would be, obviously. I adore that country, but like at the time I was just kind of like, whatever, I'll just go somewhere. So I ended up going to Japan because nobody wanted to go to Japan at the time because it was around the, you guys remember, it was a long time ago now. Do you remember that tsunami that hit, and it hit that like I don't know if it was like a radiation plant or something like that, and there was like a radiation leak. So there was like this weird stigma against going there, like, oh, you're gonna get irradiated or whatever. Stupid, right? Obviously it wasn't like that. um but so they were desperate for people to come and do their exchange program, but nobody wanted to do it. um so I turned in my applications to everything really late because I was a hot mess at the time, and they accepted it like a month. Even though it was like a month late, they still accepted me to go. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going, you know. Um, and then I got there and I just fell in love with it. Like, it was like the best place ever. But by the time I realized that, I hadn't applied myself at all, so I really didn't learn much in terms of Japanese, unfortunately. If I had known I'd love it that much, I would have tried harder. But I was a bad student, and all I cared about was like, I just want to see the country because it's traveling and, you know, it's cool and the culture is really fun. I never had any expectation of like loving it to the point where I'd want to live there forever. So you'd want to learn the language, you know. And now ain't nobody got time to learn a language. By the way, I'm the worst at learning languages. Again, like I said, I'm strictly a visual person. I can't comprehend things if I can't see them, right? And obviously language is not a visual thing. I mean, like alphabets and stuff is, but it's still so much to it that isn't, that it just doesn't make any sense to my dumb brain. So it's so unbelievably difficult for me to wrap my head around, unfortunately. And it's not like I'm ever going to be able to move to Japan. It's just impossible. Unfortunately. It's just, you can't do it unless you're really rich. Or daddy buys you a house, or knows people there that can hire you. It's really not going to happen, unfortunately. You can be a teacher there, but I was gonna do one of those programs where you go there to teach English, but they pretty much just pay you enough to live there, more or less. You're not going there to like make money or a career, you know. It's you know, you do it and then you're done. And then you're kind of back where you started, back in America. Like it's not really like a career path, you know what I mean? Um, but if you're cool with spending like 2, 3 years, like honestly, I probably should have, but I was like, I gotta worry about my career, which doesn't exist, so it's pointless. But that's always an option, you know. If you can't go in college, you can apply to do one of those English teaching programs. You won't make a lot of money, but you'll make enough to live there, you know. And honestly, that's worth it, in my opinion. Power plant in 2020. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that power plant thing. Yeah, there was a weird. I don't know if you remember that. You remember everybody's like, oh, everybody's getting irradiated over there. It was so stupid. Obviously, that wasn't the case, but you know. People also didn't have the appreciation for Japan as they do now. You guys probably like, a lot of people are tired of hearing people hype up Japan all the time. They're like, oh my god, I don't care. I get it. Everybody loves Japan. It's so overhyped. By the way, it's not. I do understand that impulse because people do hype it up so much. And it sounds like people are just jumping on a fad, but it's genuinely that great of a place. Like, um, but people didn't have the respect. It was like anime at the time wasn't cool or widely accepted either. It was getting there in 2012, but it was still like you're kind of a nerd for liking it, and people didn't appreciate it quite as they didn't like hate it or anything, but it's not like now where people learn to love Japan because it's an amazing, perfect, beautiful place. It's not perfect, but it's great. I love it. Especially as a foreigner living there. It's just, oh, it's the best. They're so nice. Alright, should we give him some abs? Abs are hard. Just gonna hint at him just a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit here, a little bit here, and then let me go ahead and do a little bit more shading to the scar just to make sure we know it's a scar. This is a lot harder to achieve in black and white. I'm realizing now how much the color is important in doing scars. What do their pupils look like? Oh, I see, gods. You sent me a reference. Alright, so we got, this is very helpful, thank you. So we got left eye closed, turtle, whoa, ding, 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 goodness. Why does my phone have to ding, ding at me over, it just ding, dinged saying that it updated my gaming hub, which I've never used in my life. I swear, every time I'm streaming, my phone is like, I gotta notify you about the most random stuff just to disrupt your stream. Okay, so they're wearing a jacket. I understand. Okay, okay. So this is a jacket. I thought it was like just a shirt, but got it, got it. Alright, that makes a difference. So let me get rid of this and resketch these arms a little bit. We're almost done with it. We'll still have time to do one more sketch. We're gonna, I think for the way I'm gonna do things for now, I don't have a set time. I'm just gonna try to go until we get two doodles done. I think it's probably gonna be close to 8:39. But right now I'm just gonna kind of do it until I get two sketches done. Why did your phone do? Did you hear it? It went pew pew pew. Sorry. Like I said, it's either somebody texting me that hasn't texted me all day and now they need to text me, or my phone is like, your phone is updated. Ding ding ding. Like, it's always stuff like that. I know it's nothing and doesn't matter and nobody cares, but it, it frustrates me so bad. So bad. It always. I didn't get a single ding ding all day, and now that I'm streaming, I'm getting all the ding dings. Did you like my ding ding though? It goes pew pew pew. I used to have a Pikmin sound, but I haven't downloaded that again. Lots of people are leaving America because the leaders that we have and people are scared to stay here. Yeah, like I said, Master, I can't get too much into the politics, but whatever your guys' opinions are, I probably agree with you, just so you know. But I get a little too passionate, and I don't want to kill a vibe. But yes, absolutely. I would if I could, let me tell you. I want to leave just even before all this, just because I want to live in another country, because that's the only thing that makes me happy in life. But now I extra want to leave. You know what I mean? Maybe one day I'll just be open about it. I just, it's not so much that I don't want to alienate people. That is a part of it, but it's not so much that anymore because it's like, it's at a certain point where it's like, well, there are some things that are hard for me to get past if you're on that side, you know what I mean? At least in these particular times, you know what I mean? So it's not so much that, it's more that I don't want to, a lot of you guys are young and you're trying to get away from crappy, stressful life, and I don't want to kind of make you guys worry about stuff you don't need to be worried about, you know what I mean? We're just here to doodle and have a good time, but rest assured, I got some opinions and they're passionate. But maybe one day, you know, I might do extra streams where it's kind of more, not mature, but like, it's more like we play a game and it's not so much the like, oh, we're just, you know, trying to have a good time. Like, I might talk about more serious topics and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, you guys, I'm sure you all agree with me on what my opinions are. You know, I think all sane people have these opinions right now. But y'all, a lot of y'all are young, so you don't need to worry about it. It's a lot. Like I said, I'm old, so I have to worry about it, unfortunately. I miss when I was young and it didn't matter. But then again, nowadays it kind of matters more than ever, it seems like. So, who knows? This jacket's not working with me. What are you doing? What are you doing, jacket? You're embarrassing me in front of the doodlers. Gods! Gods, why? I blame you, gods. I'm kidding, I don't. I just suck at drawing today. Hi, Nina. Oh my god, hold on. We got a Nina. Oh, you can't see her. Dang it. This is it, me. This is me. So, we have to make sure they don't rip up this couch, but she's not gonna, like, they intentionally try to rip it, which is what I gotta stop. Her just sitting up there is fine. I can't tell her. No, look at her. Alright, don't actually rip it. No, I say that. Oh, look at my nub. So you see right here, this is where her fur, oh lord, you good, baby girl? You guys are getting a good view of her nub right now. That her side is shaved because that's where the wounds were. They're pretty much closed and healed right now, but we're trying to keep them from coming back. Hi, baby. You guys got a nice needle butt. You got a good view of the needle butt. Alright. We're getting lots of cat goodness today. Sorry, TikTokers. Sorry you couldn't see that. If you go on YouTube after the stream, you can see the needle butt if you really want to see. Let's see. Oh my god, the YouTube chat. I'm sorry. I keep clicking stuff on OBS, and for whatever reason, that pops away the YouTube chat. Is there anything I could do to keep that from happening? Maybe over here? Maybe if I put it over here? We'll try that. Have a serious talk kind of stream. Yeah, you know, it still wouldn't be like crazy, super down or serious. Like, we might just like play a you know, a game or something, and have it be more for like, again, mature isn't the right word. That's not what I'm going for. I'm always going to be a little bit kind of derpy, lighthearted type of stuff. But, you know, like maybe talk about stuff like that. You know, maybe talk about some drama that's going on in the world that isn't, you know, like stuff going on in the world. You know, like there's the Blake Lively lawsuit and stuff like that. You know, I like looking up stuff and talking about that kind of thing. But some of it's a little much to talk about when we're just trying to doodle and have a good time. But I do love drama and stuff like that. So I would love to talk about it. Graphisha? What is that? I may be on the younger side, but I love talking about topics that are more on the more serious side of topics. You know what's interesting, Master? When I was young, I was the exact same way. Which is weird because I have such a like a derpy, like kind of vibe now as an adult, but I wasn't like that as a kid. I always wanted things to be more serious. I always wanted to watch edgy anime, and like I wanted everything to be more serious. It's like when I got older that I got more lighthearted with stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna maybe on the extra streams, like on the days that aren't Tuesdays and Fridays, which is when we're gonna be doing doodles and stuff like that. When I'm able to do another stream, we could like play a game and talk about like drama that's going on, or maybe even stuff like, I don't know if politics necessarily, but like stuff that's going on in the world that's affecting us all. You know what I mean? Um, and again, I don't think any of you would disagree with my opinions. They're pretty straightforward opinions, but we got them, you know, and we passionate about them. But I'm also not an expert in anything, so I don't, you know, if I do end up talking about anything, always look it up yourself, because, you know, don't just take my word for everything. But I do try my best to know what I'm talking about before I make claims or whatever, you know. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm not even doing it right now. I'm like preempting something I'm not even doing. Alright. So anything else that we're missing? Turtleneck, left eye closed. Left eye closed. Which is great, because this eye was not working for me anyway, so we can just get that out of here. Gods, I take back what you said. You sabotaged me with the jacket, but then you saved me with the eye, so you are forgiven. Unless this eye is going to be difficult, even closed. Then I just, you know what? You did it on purpose. Alright. Alright. Yeah, something about this eye. It might be the face shape. Something's a little off, but I just don't know what it is. I guess that's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna work on doing some different type of content. It's never gonna be crazy, like completely different, but like I said, I would like to watch a show with you guys or talk about drama. Like the stuff that I like to do in my free time. I'd like to do it with you guys, you know? But I just want to be careful about what I put out there sometimes, you know? I just have to have the time right now to do it, is the thing. I just don't have any time. Just so busy all the time. Lately, I've had to spend every waking second I'm not doing this, just frantically working on commissions to get some money. But hopefully things will start to settle at some point and we can try some new stuff. I can get back to working on my VTubers, because that was fun, even though it was a lot of work and it was a lot of time. It was fun to kind of create something that I could use, if that makes sense. With art, you just kind of draw it and then you can't really do anything with it. It's just kind of there. So it was fun, like, doing something art, but, like, having it be a usable thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, okay, I drew it and then I put it away. The most I might do is go and look at it again every once in a while. But like a VTuber, it's something very satisfying about putting all that work into doing an art piece, and then it's like something I can use. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense at all? I guess that's not a new concept, but because I'm used to just doing art like this, I've never really like made art that's like usable after the fact. And it's very satisfying, you know. It's not just like you do it and then you forget it. What is that sound? Oh, those are bits, right. Are those 13 cupcakes? Thank you, Master. I appreciate it. Little cupcakes. I didn't know you could do bits with like different shapes and stuff. That's cool. You're spectacular, Master. Thank you. Oh yeah, Am I the A-hole? Did you guys like that? Be honest. Did you guys enjoy the Am I the A-hole? Because I love Am I the Butthole posts. I love them. You liked it? Yay! I would love to do that again. That was one of the last things we did before I ghosted for a while. We did like art related ones, which was fun. I forgot all about that. I would definitely like to do that again. But yeah, I'd probably just do a stream where we do a bunch of stuff like that and talk about whatever, you know. And I like the Am I the Butthole because some of us might have different opinions, you know. And sometimes you guys will explain why you think that way, and I might change my mind, you know what I mean? I will say for myself, whether it's good or bad, I am always very open to having my mind changed about certain things. Maybe a little bit too much, which isn't always the best trait to have, but you know? Sometimes I just don't be thinking about things critically enough, and I know that about myself, so I'm just like, oh, you know what? That is a good point. I completely changed my mind. So that's the thing with the Am I the Butthole post. I have to give myself time to think about it critically before I jump to a conclusion and be completely wrong about it. You know what I mean? I remember the one girl that made a whole entire portrait for her friend or sister, and it took them like a week or more to do, and the sister was completely trashing it because she didn't like it and that's not what she wanted. Oh, jeez, I forgot about that one. The one that sticks with me is the cake one. I think it was the last one we did where it was like the guy's a cake decorator and they wanted him to do a gender reveal birthday cake, but they never gave him the information, so he couldn't do it the way that they had originally asked him to. So he ended up making a solid cement gray cake. Like, made it as ugly as he could out of spite. And some of us had different opinions. Most of the other ones we all kind of agreed, but that one we all kind of weren't sure how we felt about it at first. And because I used to be a cake decorator, I had passionate opinions. Hi, baby. Come here. Can you hear that? What is it, baby? Oh my god. What? Soba. So Soba was she was so quiet when we first got her. She never meowed, not once. The only time I ever heard her meow was when my boyfriend was trying to bring her home. So she was in the truck, and obviously he was pretty far from home, so she had to be in the truck for a while until he could get there. He walked out of the truck to go fuel up, and that was the first time I ever heard her meow because he left her and she was like stressed out and was like crying. So he was like, "Where you going? Don't leave me, don't leave me." It was so sad. That was the only time I ever heard her meow, right? She was always such a quiet kitty. And now I swear she peeps all day, every day. Just like you should hear her when she's on the catio and I go to greet her. She is just screaming her head off. I noticed, I think I have a habit of teaching my cats to meow a lot because it clearly wasn't natural for her to meow, but I think I inadvertently trained her to meow a lot, which I'm quite pleased about. I love to hear them meow at me. But I think it's because I react so strongly every time they meow that they kind of learn that, like, oh, I should meow. It gets me more attention. You know what I mean? So I think I kind of, because Mochi and Ichi have always been very mouthy girls. And I think that's my fault. I think I accidentally trained them to meow a lot. You liked it, Spooky? Thank you. I might change my profile pic. How long have you had that one? Who's meowing? That was Soba. You could hear? I know Twitch and YouTube, you probably can't hear it, but TikTokers could hear it. That was Soba peeping. She sounds like a little kitten, doesn't she? I remember that one. I remember the one where a girl's parents didn't like the type of art she had in her. Yeah, I do remember that one. And the one where a guy's girlfriend was given NSFW to his girlfriend to hang in his room, and he was like, yeah, I remember these. Oh, they're bringing me back, man. I feel like that was forever ago now. Yeah, those are fun. We definitely got to do that one again. I'll try to find ones that are art related again. The tricky thing is I don't want to like pre-read them before the stream because I want like to develop my opinions with you guys as we're reading it. I don't think we're done with this one, by the way. Gods, what do you think? Am I missing something important? We gotta do one more doodle. What was I saying? I gotta get back on that medicine, man. Oh yeah, I need to know enough to make sure it's safe to read on the stream, but I also don't want to read the whole thing and have my opinion already developed. You know what I mean? Part of it is like the reacting to it live on stream with you guys. So it's a little tricky, but you know, we get in there. I'll save a bowl of bacon macaroni mac. Oh, could you take the broccoli out? Is that possible? The ADHD? Yeah, it's kicking, man. It's kicking. They were both in the wrong on the cake, in my opinion. Yeah, that's basically what we figured. It was kind of like they were wrong for, like, they wanted him to do this project for them, and then they didn't get him the information he needed. Like, he literally couldn't do it for them. And he did try to check up. It's not his job to obsessively pester them. And they just didn't get it to him. So that wasn't his fault. What was his fault was him being spiteful and intentionally making a hideous cake. Like, he could have just made a basic cake with flowers on it. Like a basic birthday cake type of thing. But he wanted to be a salty little brat and make a point. And as a cake decorator, cakes for stuff like that is a big deal. It's important to them. It's like a centerpiece. You know what I mean? And they're not cheap either. I think they were getting it for free because it was like a brother-in-law or whatever. But it's important to them. So for you to intentionally make it ugly is just mean. You know, like I get they didn't do what they should have done and they're wrong for that and you're right for being frustrated. But you took it way too far by trying to, like, make a point. Like, get over yourself, dude. It's part of the job. Sometimes people don't follow up. You got to be a professional about it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think he was more in the wrong, personally, just because he was spiteful about it. You know what I mean? I thought that was... I couldn't imagine as a cake decorator, like, being spiteful like that. You know what I mean? It might seem like it's just a cake, but having done that job, like, I could tell you, it's not just a cake for most people. It's a big part of the event. You know what I mean? I'll save some fries if you want some. Yes, please. Can you make the hair bigger? What do you mean bigger? Like poofier? I guess yours, like the back of the hair is kind of more like this, huh? Is this kind of what you mean, gods? This kind of thing? Oh yeah, gods, you probably weren't here when I explained this before, but in order for me to get through some of these commissions, I'm doing half bodies now. So like this kind of thing. So that's why we're only doing half of your drawing. I don't want you to think we're just like, you know, neglecting you personally, but we're just going to do half bodies. You still get the character, you know what I mean? And I can actually get more than one doodle done. And I don't have to draw feet. I hate drawing feet. So that way I can actually get through some of these doodle requests a little bit better. And, you know, I think you still pretty much get your character. You just don't have legs. I'm fine with that. I see you changed that picture. Is that a little skeleton? I wish the pictures weren't so small. I think it was a gender reveal party. That's what the cake was for, but they were not giving him the gender, and that made him mad, so he just made it gray. Yeah, he like emphasized that like I made it cement gray, like as hideous gray as he like he made a point to say like I intentionally made it ugly. And it's like, grow up. Like, are you a professional or not? You know what I mean? Like, geez, man. They didn't do what they should have done. That's annoying. All right? It's not your job to harass them to figure out what they want. But you know they want a cake, so just make a random cake. You don't have to make it ugly. Like, just do what you did, but don't be a jerk about it. And then you can still give them crap. Be like, why didn't you give me the thing I needed? You know what I mean? You wanted me to do this, but you couldn't follow through on your end. That's perfectly valid. Alright, doodlers. Anyone remember pink sauce? So I did hear about pink sauce. I didn't follow it. I don't know why, because I'm big in the drama like that, but I never followed the pink sauce too much. I know that people ended up really not liking the pink sauce lady, but I'd be lying if I said I knew the details enough to have an opinion either way. Which is kind of disappointing, because normally I follow the drama all the time, but I just didn't follow that one. Alright, my doodlers, everybody, can you please do me a big favor and screech? Everybody, please do a screech. Do a screech. Do a screech. So I can know whose doodle time it is. Do a screech. Everybody screech. Alright, so we did gods. There we go. Now let me see. Whose turn is it now? Oh, we got spooky, Pinzex? Is Pinzez? Is that how you say it? Is that your name in the Discord? Just wanna confirm. Thank you for the screeches. Thank you, Famian. I see you too. Alistair's here, Master. Good screech. Love the eagles. Tangerine's here screeching. Love it. Pigsty. Right. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pigsty. Just making sure. All right. So let me. Yes, baby. Soba's got a lot to say today. Oh my goodness. I love that cat. Finally, we have a cat that's nice to my boyfriend. Mochi and Ichi are such little brats. Like, he's a cat person. Like, I couldn't be with someone who's not a cat person. And he is the best with cats. Like, he is so good. We literally talk about my cats all day on the phone. Like, he'll talk to them over the phone. Like, he is, like, an ideal cat lover boyfriend, right? And Mochi and Ichi are such jerks. Like, they're just antisocial. They're the type of cats that only like their person, and that's it. Which is so upsetting to me because he's so sweet to them and he's so nice to them. He loves them even though they're mean to him. So it always just crushed me, even though every time he sees them, he's so sweet and nice, and they're just such little brats. They won't let him touch them. They've gotten better with it, but like, he deserved to have a kitty that would love him and treat him right. You know what I mean? So when we got Soba, we finally have a cat that is just, she loves everybody, but she loves her daddy, and I'm over the moon. Like, y'all have no idea. I'm so happy. The man needs a kitty that's nice to him. He deserves it. So now we have a kitty that's sweet to him, and it makes me very happy. I have so many pictures of them two cuddling together, but he doesn't want me to post them, so I can't. But I just look at them because they make me smile. Okay. Sorry, that was a... God, I'm so ADD today. I'm like extra ADD today. I need to chill. Not here, not here, not here. Oh, we did that one. I mean, that one. Perfect. All right. Guy. Not here, not here. Not here, not here, not here. No, 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 no. I gotta delete some of these older ones people haven't seen in like a year. Not here, not here. Not here. We did that one. Not here, not here. Alright, let's see. Pull up this one instead. Wait, what was it? I could do this, I swear. Don't you unscroll, thank you. Alright, so we left off right here. Perfect. Alright. Did that one, did that one. Oh, we did that one. Okay, just making sure. Okay, almost there, doodlers, almost, I swear. Hi, baby. Hi, sweet angel. Let's see. Oh, okay. No, I think we did that one actually. Let me make sure. Yeah, we did that one. No. Did that one. Oh goodness. I need to finish my game Cult of the Lamb so I can play Cult of the Lamb? What's that? It reminds me of like The Forest or something. You guys play The Forest? I love that game. I'm not gonna say it's the best game in the world, but I loved it. So I think I know who it is. Doodlers, ready? As long as they're still in here. We are doing Spooky. It's Spooky's time. Spooky, are you still in here? You are. I saw you screeching earlier. I just want to be with someone who loves animals, and if they see an animal on the side of the road that needs help, they will jump out and run to it. Yeah, so because I'm such an animal, like it's not just cats. I love animals in general. It was very important to me. And luckily I got like top tier cat lover guy. Like I said, he saw Soba and he could not leave her there. You know what I mean? And that is very important to me. I don't think I could be with someone who didn't passionately love cats. Like, honestly. Because they're just so important to me personally, you know what I mean? I want to talk about my cats all day, every day, and luckily he's more than happy to do that with me. And that's what I need, so. Never settle, doodlers. You can find a fellow pet lover out there who's just as crazy as you are about your animals. I promise. And he's a very classically manly man. Like, he does a very manly job. He's tough, he's strong, all that stuff, but he still adores his kitty. So don't you ever settle. You hear me? Alright, so Spooky, you requested, Chang Zio Shi from Link Click. Is that still who you wanted? Something different from what I sent. I'll put the references. Can you put it in the live doodle references? Are you putting it in there? You did. You already knew. You already got me. Oh, this guy looks like he'll be fun. Okay. What's this feller's name? Alright, silly butter, thanks for popping in. You have a good one. I should be back on Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesdays and Fridays? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays. And then I'm going to try to do more in between. I'm super busy right now, so I don't have time. But soon, I should be able to squeeze in some more stream days. We might try some other stuff too. But we're still going to do doodles. Alright. So let's see. I see you, Spooky. Okay. Twisted Wonderland. What's Twisted Wonderland about? I'm always looking for new anime. Spooky, and then Floyd. Alright, Mr. Feller. This one's a pretty anime boy, so I gotta lock in, because I love doing anime boys, but they're hard for me, so we're gonna do our best here. That's too small. There we go, that's better. Luna! What's up, Luna? How you been? You spooky, Luna. We got two spookies in here. Twisted Wonderland is so peak, is it? Oh, it's a game. It's made by Disney and Yana Toboso, who made Black Butler. Oh, really? I did quite enjoy Black Butler. I definitely preferred the manga to the anime. The anime took a weird direction in that, not the last season, but the season before that, where there was like the other little kid with the other demon butler. That was completely not in the manga at all. They went a weird direction, and there was a lot of fan service in that, but the manga's peak. But I haven't read it in eons. Does he have pointy teeth? Is that what I'm seeing here? He does. He has pointy teeth. Alright, Fabian, save me a couple scraps, please. I'm hungry. But the manga is peak. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying. I gotta say, probably one of my favorite animes, or mangas specifically for the art, and for the story. I really like the story too, but one of the prettiest art, I wouldn't say it's like the most quote unquote unique art style, but it was so gorgeous. I don't know what about it, but it was just so peak. Was Noragami. Have you guys ever heard of Noragami? Oh, I love it. It's so good. It's one of my boyfriend's favorite too. But the art style in that, it's just, there's such a, like, I could never be that good at art. It might not, like, obviously seem that way when you read it, but, like, for whatever reason, it's just, like, if I could be perfect at art in the way I wish I could, it would look like that. In a more anime style, obviously. Luna, you over there too? How's it feel? I love Fire Force. I only saw, like, one episode of that. I haven't seen much more of that, but I know that's a popular one right now. Polar Opposites? What's Polar Opposites? Inferno or 99? I forget which one Nate covered. What are the ones I've been watching lately? I watched Dr. Stone. I really enjoyed Dr. Stone. Definitely a unique anime. I really like that. Free Ren's a big one I'm into right now. It's a little existential dready, but it's really good. The art is flawless in it. It's kind of like a weird mix of like slice of life, but also like, what's it called? The other one that's not, I forget what it's called. I used to know all these terms. But that one's really good. I will be honest. You know, I'm not judging if you like it, but I cannot stand isekai. Apparently that's becoming like a normie take to hate isekai. I swear that's not the reason why. It's just because everything is an isekai now, and it's really aggravating. It's like, it comes off like they're just lazy and don't want to come up with an interesting story, so they're just doing another isekai. I'm so sick of isekai. But that time I got reincarnated as a slime. That's a peak anime. That's a really good one. And it is an isekai, but it's really good. I was really surprised how much I enjoyed that one. See, I give him a try. I'm not that much of a hater. I give him a good go. Even though it was an isekai, it was good. What's another one that I've seen lately? We started watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Is that how you say it? Started watching that one. It's good. It's not like my favorite. I know there's super Mac Daddy hype for it. It wasn't my favorite, but I still enjoyed it. I haven't finished it though. What's another good one that's out right now? I'm actually watching Fairy Tail for the first time. I know that one's super old. It's probably older than some of you guys, but that's when I'm starting, but I haven't gotten very far in it. I don't know why I never watched it when I was younger. But you can tell it's definitely of its time, which isn't a bad thing, but that was like the style of anime that was out at the time. You like it, Spooky? I mean, Luna. Thank you, Luna. I'm glad you like it. I worked very, very, very hard. You know how hard it was to make these golden earrings jiggle? They still don't even look exactly how I wanted them. This is just hours of me trying to get it to look like earrings, and this is the best I could do. But it was a lot of fun. If y'all ever make a VTuber, you will understand what I'm talking about when I say how difficult doing something like, at least for me. Like every single angle of the head, the horns, it was so hard to get the horns to look right at every single angle. But that's also why I wanted to do the horns and stuff like that, so I could get practice doing stuff like that. Stuff like that. But yeah, I want to get back into it when I get some time. Do a different art style, you know? Probably should try to do a chibi thing or something. Would it be weird? Because I would want to use the ones I make. I feel like it would be weird for me to make a chibi one and then use it for myself. You know what I mean? Would that be weird? Do people do that? I feel like it might be kind of weird. You know what I mean? But maybe it's not. I don't know. Like I said, I have a bias, so it could be totally fine. I see you over there, mysterious user. Athena, what's up, Athena? How you been? Let's see. You don't like the one time I got reincarnated as a vending machine? I can't say I've seen that one. Let's see. I tried Indian food for the first time yesterday. Chicken tikka masala was really good. My boyfriend tried that relatively recently, the tikka masala. He's obsessed with it now. It is really good. We've been trying to make it ourselves. Turned out pretty good last time. A little bit of work, but it's cheaper that way, you know? But yeah, tikka masala is peak. I don't like how this is turning out at all. It's not looking right. I don't know what's wrong with it. What's wrong with it? Why does this not look right? Help. Wait, that anime exists? Which anime? Which one? I talked about a couple. Which one are we talking about? Well, it's really fully called You and I Are Polar Opposites, but it's where this girl who is a very cheery person falls in love with the guy who is one of the quiet kids who is not a very social person. Like, she is really, really good. I love it so much. Wait, which one? Oh, Polar Opposites. Right. I mean, yeah, the romantic-y kind of stuff isn't necessarily for me. It used to be. I used to like that kind of thing when I was younger, but now I need a little bit more shonen? Shonen, I think is what it is. I need people fighting each other, you know what I mean? Actually, I don't think I've ever really been that big into the romance. I don't know why. But I get why people like it. It's not working. Why doesn't it look right? You gotta get this done. I guess if it reaches 9, we'll just stop and then finish it up next time. Because Okay, you know what? Let me just try again really quick. Just gonna try it at a different angle because that angle is just not working with me today. Something about cute anime boys. I don't know if they just intimidate me or what, but I have such a hard time drawing them. I would love to make you make a chibi styled fan art of your VTubers. That okay, when you say it like that, that does actually sound really cute. Like my VTuber but a chibi. Okay, now I'm starting to get, because that would actually be a cute idea when you say it like that. The one with the vending machine. Oh, is that actually a thing? I thought Panda was just goofing. Why are we reincarnating into so many things? That's what I'm saying, Kaboom! I can't stand it. It's because it's easy and lazy, and people will watch it. It's like the easiest plot to make ever. It's, oh, you're in a new world, and part of the reason why stuff like that does well is because it's hard. So I learned this when I was like doing manga classes and stuff, the whole storytelling element, right? Part of creating a new fantastical world is you have to explain the world to the viewer because the viewer does not understand anything. So it's really convenient for the author to insert a character that doesn't understand the world either so that you can learn it with them. So when they need something explained, like basically everybody's explaining how the world works to the main character and also you. So it's a very straightforward way of explaining this new magical world that obviously you don't know, right? Um, so it's a really easy-ish way to do that. And it's like, oh my God, that's so funny and silly. You know, this is different from the normal world. Oh, good. You know what I mean? It's like that whole like, oh my God, this is, and a lot of them, they're so fan servicey too. Like a lot of times it's like a dude and it's like, there's so many hot babes everywhere. Like it's just, ugh. So many times, but I think that's why I really like Slime because it wasn't like that at all. Like it really, I mean, obviously every anime has a little bit of fan service in it. Actually, Frieren doesn't have really any fan service, which I love. I can't stand fan service, you guys. I'm gonna be honest. Um, but there's always a little bit, but it's very respectful and it's very fun anime. And they didn't just lazily make a random isekai to get views. You know what I mean? They actually told a very interesting story. So I do try to give them a chance. I'm not that much of a hater, but I'm close. I'm real close. You know what I mean? I'm immediately turned off if I hear it's an isekai. Because they need to make something different, for the love of God. Like, you remember back in the day, every anime actually had to have its own unique plot? And they're always just going to, like, medieval fantasy world. Like, it's just that same world, just with quirky elements that are a little different. It's always like they're knights and wizards and stuff like it's the exact same thing, it seems like, every time. And it's just, oh. I want to see something different, please. Thank you. That's part of why I like Dr. Stone so much, because it's very unique. I've never seen another anime like that. Oh, I can't draw this character today. I don't know what's going on. I knew it. I knew since it was a pretty anime boy I was going to be struggling. I just knew it. Can I make a chibi version of your VTuber? You're more than welcome to do that. I'd love to see it. That'd be super cute. Y'all are starting to make me reconsider chibis a little bit. Blood Blockade Battlefront is a really good anime that I like. It has a lot of fighting in it. It's where aliens got into this one part of the world and humans. See, that sounds interesting. That sounds unique. I could mess with that. Soba, you're just a little peeper right now. What is it? You got this, trust. Thank you, Spooky. I'm struggling. I'm working on a medieval fantasy world, but it isn't an anime. It's going to be a book. Ooh. What's it going to be about? If you want to tell us. You don't have to tell us. Sopa, you gonna knock over my light, honey? Silly girl. Alright, so he's got this kind of hair going on. Man, if only we could have hair like anime characters. How cool would that be? Anime hair is unbelievably unrealistic, but God, it looks cool. But then you see people who like do it like literally and it just looks a little strange and it's very unfortunate. They do a great job, but that's just not how hair is, unfortunately. I wish it was, though. Anime hair is peak. Let me actually lower this hat just a tad. Alright, we're making progress, Spooky. We're getting there. That's better. I still need to watch that one show, the circus show. I forget what it's called. I've been meaning to do that. Maybe watch it with you guys. Do a little react thingy, but oh, if I could just have the time. But I am still planning on doing that at some point. Maybe next week, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. Why doesn't it look right? Oh, I don't know. I can't draw anymore. I forgot how to draw. Somebody draw it for me. I forgot how to draw. I'm just, that's it. My brain isn't working so good today anyway, so I guess I had like a one drawing limit today. I don't know. Alright, I keep trying to call you Spooky. Alright, Luna, thanks for joining. You have a good one. Amazing Digital Circus. Yes, yes, that's the one. That's the one. I keep seeing TikToks for it. There's going to be an anime where a male or female is reincarnated into a plushie, an imaginary friend, or heck, a doodle. I'm sure there has already been a plushie at this point. It's just they're scraping the barrel for something to reincarnate as. See, the slime one was cool because it's a slime, but it's actually like it makes them ridiculously OP, which is cool, you know? You could wait for the final episode to air and then watch it. It's not. It's still airing right now? I thought it was already out. Oh, then yeah, that probably would be a really good idea to do it when like the final episode comes out, because that's when everybody's gonna be hyped about it. You know what I mean? I thought it was like maybe not over, but like I figured like I guess the season was complete. How many seasons are there? Are there a bunch or just the one? Or I really don't know much about it. I just see TikToks about it all the time. It's about a girl who fights fleas for her home, loses her family, and goes through a semi. Oh, okay. I'm afraid to say that word, but I see. Okay, that sounds interesting. I wish I was good at writing. It's a lot faster than drawing. I really like doing comics, but it takes like I dabbled in writing little like stories, and of course I'm not the best writer, so I'm sure that makes it a lot faster to write when you're not good at it. But compared to like drawing a comic versus writing a story, like an entire page can take you hours to draw, and it's like 5 seconds of the story. You know what I mean? So that's the downside to doing comics, is it's just that the time. That's why you always hear the rumors about like manga artists in Japan always getting sick or like going on hiatus, and because they're just insanely overworked. the amount of work they have to do and the deadlines they have to meet. They're just perpetually sick because it's just they're working themselves to death. You know what I mean? Has 8 episodes out. The ninth is going to air earlier in theaters, really, and a week later normally. Huh. Okay. That might explain why I've been seeing so much about it recently, because it's like currently coming out. Alright, alright. We can do this. We can do this. Doodlers. Help. I can't draw pretty anime boys, and that makes me very sad. Because I would like to be able to draw pretty anime boys. Who doesn't like pretty anime boys? But I can't draw them. I just can't do it. I don't know why, and it doesn't look right. I don't wing it. It doesn't look right. Now I can't even draw hats. I just... Spooky, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So it's already 9. We might just... Spooky, are you gonna be back on Tuesday? So we can finish this up for you? We'll do yours first. I won't even do a warm-up if you'll be here. We'll just finish up your doodle next time. I was going to make an anime in a medieval... This where a person was put into a coma and woke up in a medieval fantasy world, and they are son of a rich family. They have a butler assistant, very strong, and a cook, that is a moth lady. Then the entire world is just people that are mixed with different creatures and have different powers. But at nighttime, there are these little stones on the ground that only certain people with certain powers can see. And if those stones are not picked up during the day and taken care of properly, at night they turn into these terrifying beasts that eat people with powers. If you look at an animal or anything that even shows power. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Okay, I see you. Are you still gonna do it? It's called Chewing the Tree Down about a beaver. Wait, what? Pew pew. See, every time. Why did it do that? It just gave me a weather update. Sorry if that's really loud. Alright, my doodlers, I think we're going to go ahead and call it. I'm sorry, Spooky. I just, you know what? It's better to do your doodle next time because maybe I'll remember how to draw. Because right now it's just, I'm going to butcher him. And I don't want to do him dirty like that. You know what I mean? Like, look at him. His eyes are all messed up. Get that out of here. Alright. We got one decent doodle. We're going to try again, Spooky, and it's going to look better. No doodle time. Don't kill me, doodlers. I didn't have time to do the PowerPoint, and I am sorry. We'll do double next time. We'll do double the doodles next time. Don't facepalm me, no. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying. It's just I'll make it up to you next time. We'll do double than we normally would. But alright, my lovely doodlers, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Feels weird not doing doodles at the end of the stream. I feel like that's the closure we need. But yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, my doodlers, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye. Ta-ta, adios. Goodbye.